going to show you how to use our tribute calculator. I'm just going to click in here. The tribute calculator is specifically for knowing how many stems of doubles you put in to a massed funeral tribute, so specifically for massed funeral tributes. Now, if I click on the shape here and then I'm just going to select a shape, you can see immediately it is giving me the amount of stems I need to cover that particular frame. It does make an assumption. It's assuming that it is 70 to 75 gram double. So if you're using lighter weight, you do need to make adjustments to get some more stems to get the same coverage. However, you can simply just use it to find out how many stems of double you need for a different shape. But now I'm going to go into a bit more detail of the other things that this calculator can do. So I'm going to do it on a common one that we do. So let's say your mum frame. And this is now going to work out what I need and how much I should be charging for my mum frame. So we're going to start off with that. We'll say it's 75 grams and we're going to say it is 83p a stem. So you can see here immediately it's telling me what the cost price is based on what I've put in here. If you're using other varieties, let's say you've got your web shop open, you can actually put other varieties in and you can see which is the best option. Now this costs more money, this euro cost more money, but it was a higher weight. So you can see based on that, actually I'm making more money, although that one looks like it's the better option. When I break it down, that one is the better option. So it is a good to use with your web shop open so you can make a comparison and see how those weights make a difference. For the purpose of this particular one, I'm just going to pull that out, but you can see it was saving me a good few pounds there. It's given the frame price, and these are based on OASIS costs, and it asks you whether you charge VAT or not. If you ribbon edge, you might want to put more sundry costs in there. If you charge VAT as well, there's a little place for you to change the VAT rate. If you're a different country other than the UK, you may want to change that. It asks for the amount of labour you would put in. This is a simple calculation. This particular calculator just asks you to give a figure. I know in our shop, that's how much we charge ex VAT on the labour of a mum frame. We're going to come back to the selling price now because you can either tell it what your selling price is and it gives you how much labour you make, or you can allow the calculator to give you the selling price. Over here you can add your other flowers. So I am going to add roses. We're going to use the large headed, so we're going to do that. Let's just put some gyp. Remember to put the quantities in because obviously it can't do it if you don't have the quantities. It tells you the price but it doesn't calculate anything on it. So there we go. So now based on that I can see this total value with my labour and all of my costs. It's coming to £95.49. Now if I open this section at the bottom and put my markup in. Now, if we, as a shop, we call it ×3, but actually, technically, it's 2.5 plus VAT. So I've put my markup multiply in here, which is 2.5 and plus VAT. And then this is now telling me how much I need to sell it for. And what my margin would be if I'm selling it for that price, etc., etc. Now, I know we do sell it for £195, so that's not bad price point. The other option you can do here is you can actually put in what your selling price is, and then it will tell you how much your profit is based on that, you giving it the selling price. So hopefully you find that a really useful tool. Just one more thing. You can also print out. You can save these. I'm just going to get the printout. So here we go. There is the printout. We've got my word there. It tells me how much it should be retailed for, how many stems are needed, cost price including the VAT, including 10%, and my labour time. That's based on my defaults in the settings. And I can always, if I just scroll back to, I can also save that. So I could call this a mum frame. So I could also save them for future reference. So I can, next time I need to review my prices on those particular type of tributes, I don't need to build this again. I can just go into my saved one and edit it. So I really do hope you find that useful. I know there's a lot going on in this calculator, but once you get used to it, I think you'll find it really, really useful tool for pricing. And you don't have to use every bit. You just simply wanted to know how many doubles. You literally just find the frame and hit calculator, and it'll give you a good estimate.